Good afternoon, Modern Slavery Helpline. How can I help? Can I quickly take your name and number just in case?
And how many people were there?
We have the victim's location.
We know the location, how many people, and we know where they're going.
Yeah.
The core mission of Unseen is to end modern slavery. We're trying to put ourselves out of business because we actually want to see this type of abuse and exploitation stop.
A young Indian man was being held in domestic servitude and forced labour, and he contacted the helpline one day and said that he wasn't allowed to leave, that his passport had been taken, and it took 3 to 4 calls for him to pluck up the courage. But on the 4th call, he was locked in his own bathroom with blood pouring from his head, and we immediately got the police to pull him out of that situation. We could all sit here and say we would never get into that situation. But when you're vulnerable, you lose your house, you lose your job, you're more susceptible to exploitation because you start to become desperate.
I think the issue with it is it happens behind closed doors, very rarely in the public eye. And it's something that the public might see, but don't necessarily know the signs of.
It could be your neighbour, it could be on the street where you live, the nail bar that you attend, the car wash that you use. There are many reasons why people will not reach out for help and support. One is a fear of violence, also physical violence towards their families. It's really important to understand the real psychological controls that are used and maintained. People have had their decision-making taken away from them. Some of them are not even allowed to go to the toilet when they want to. That feeling that they're no longer a human being. It's really important that we do build trust and confidence through just listening to them, getting them to understand that we are here to support and help them.
And are you safe to speak at the moment?
There's always a challenge with people providing information because of fear of repercussions.
So just had this email come in from the police. So
we provide them with the assurances that we have a secure platform.
For victims that might be in a dangerous situation, it's important that they feel protected and that their confidentiality is respected. We store all of our raw notes within the system because it's secure and cloud-based. All of the data related to their situation of exploitation and all the people involved.
We analyse that data, we identify trends and hotspots.
Where are they being recruited? How are they being recruited? Demographics of exploiters, where they're from.
Part of the work that we're looking at within Unseen is how we bring all of that data together and work with other NGOs, work with law enforcement and work with government.
Because we want to make sure that all those individual pieces are put together to inform systemic change.
We need to take responsibility for this issue, not only as people who work in the sector, but also as consumers. Are you paying too little for the types of goods or services that you're wanting to buy? Just asking that extra question so that you don't inadvertently start to fuel the issue of modern slavery. We really want to put ourselves out of business, and that's what our challenge is. And we know it will probably take more than a generation to do that, but we really think that we can end slavery in our lifetime.